good to have you here.
Thanks.
We're at the 4th annual Phillies and Stallions. I'm here with otherwise known as John Ross.
Sure.
On Dallas. Now you grew up in Dallas.
Yeah, I did.
That's where you're from.
Yeah.
Would you watch the show, the original show, when you were growing up?
I wasn't born when it started, but you know, I knew of the show. My mother was a big fan of the show. My Meemaw was a big fan of the show. So I knew very much of the show, and you know, when I heard it was coming back, it was a weird thing. I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to be a part of this, and here I am, 3 seasons in, excited about the future. So I'm glad to be here, man.
I got to ask you, I know you have some of that branch and bourbon on the show. Are you a bourbon fan?
Bourbon and branch. You flipped it around, but I like it. I've never heard it called that. Bourbon and branch. You know, my character drinks a lot of that on the show, but when we're shooting, it's just lukewarm iced tea is what it is.
That's all you're drinking. But after the show?
I do love a good bourbon.
Now, we hear that there's going to be a J.R.Ewing bourbon that's going to be coming out. What do you think of that?
You know, I've signed a few of the bottles. I've taken pictures with it, and I still haven't tasted it. I'm a little upset by that. I'm like, yo, if I play the guy's son, and the guy's a legend, and I love the man, I need to taste this stuff before I vouch for it. But I hear it tastes good.
Well, we do too. We do a website all about bourbon. Actually, we're the #1 online resource for bourbon in the world. So when we heard about it, it's been a huge story on our website.
I love that.
We haven't tried it yet, but the bottle, all that looks good. We got to make sure you get some.
I agree.
We got to make sure you get some.
When I do, I'll let you know how it tastes.
That'd be great.
It better taste good.
So the legacy, Larry Hagman left. You know, you got to know him some. Talk about that a little bit.
He's one of the most incredible men I've ever met. He's obviously an amazing talent. The most infamous villain in TV history. And I had the pleasure of working with him. Love it. I love continuing his legacy on the show. As long as Dallas is on the air, his spirit will be alive. So
let's hope that continues for a long time.
Thank you very much.
We're glad to have you here in Kentucky. Your first time at Derby?
Second. I was here
Second?
last year.
All right.
I had a blast, and I'm so excited to be back.
We're going to keep on bringing you back.
Good. I love it.
All right.
You better.
We will.
I'm going to hold you to it.